alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode from My Islam Book 1. Today we are going to be starting with Islamic history. Our topic is Ambiya. Who are the Ambiya? The Ambiya are the prophets of Allah Ta'ala. They are the best people that Allah Ta'ala created. They are the best people that Allah Ta'ala created. The Ambiya alayhi salam are the people that Allah Ta'ala chose to guide mankind. Allah Ta'ala chose them to guide mankind. Now, what does this mean? Allah Ta'ala chose them to guide mankind. What does this mean? This means that Allah Ta'ala picked people from the world and told them to tell the rest of the world to believe in one Allah and to say, La ilaha illallah. Na'im is going to tell us who are the Ambiya and what they did for Allah Ta'ala. In today's story, Asma and Ahmad are joined by the three cousins Hana, Maliha, and Yusuf. After a fun-filled day, they were sitting around the fireplace because it was a cold night. So they were sitting around the fireplace and playing games and just talking among themselves. Na'im came to sit down with them and they wanted her to read for them a story. So Maliha said, why don't you tell us a story of a little pony who got lost? So Ahmad shouted, no, that's such a boring story. Tell us a story of Spider-Man. This time, all three girls shouted no. And Na'im laughed and said, I'm going to tell you a story from one of the best books, which is the Quran. I'm going to tell you a story from one of the best books, which is the Quran. It's the best book because it's from Allah Ta'ala who created us and loves us. So Na'im told the children that she's going to tell them a story about the Ambiya alayhi salam. She said, the Ambiya are the prophets of Allah Ta'ala. They are the best people that Allah Ta'ala created and Allah Ta'ala chose them to tell the rest of the people about Allah Ta'ala. Na'im said that the Ambiya loved Allah Ta'ala and Allah Ta'ala loved them. She also said that they always listened to whatever Allah Ta'ala told them to do. They didn't ask questions, they just did it. So Na'im said, now that you know who I'm going to tell you about, I'm going to tell you a story of the first man and the first prophet that Allah Ta'ala created. As she looked around the room, she seen that small children were falling off to sleep. So she said, I will continue the rest of the story tomorrow. Don't forget to read your dua before sleeping. Before we end today's lesson, let's do a quick recap of what we learned about the Ambiya alayhi salam. We learned that the Ambiya alayhi salam are the best people that Allah Ta'ala created and they are the prophets. We learned that Allah Ta'ala chose them to guide mankind and to tell the rest of the world about Allah Ta'ala and to tell the rest of the world that Allah Ta'ala is one. We also know that the best stories come from the Quran. The best stories come from the Quran because it's from Allah Ta'ala. And we know that Allah Ta'ala loved them and they loved Allah Ta'ala. And lastly, they always listened to Allah Ta'ala without any question. Allah Ta'ala tells us in the Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ عِبْرَةٌ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. This means that surely in their stories are lessons from men of understanding. Allah Ta'ala tells us about the Ambiya in the Quran. That's it for our lesson today. Insha'Allah, we will continue in the next episode. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The book that I'm using to teach these lessons is called My Islam Book 1, prepared by LMA. To order it, visit www.lma.org.za.